Hi, I'm Jesse McCready. I'm with Animodule. Check out my modules at animodule.com. Alright, so we're going to go over a quick hot broach. So, I don't know if you ever made a boring bar before, but I did, and you know, you drill a hole, and then you take your piece of high-speed steel and you bang on it with your hammer and you try to run it through the vise and you file in and you do it all over and over again. Finally get through, but it's this is a lot quicker. I spent hours doing that before, and maybe you know what you're doing more than I do, but I don't. So I take a MAPP Torch. I use a cinder block backed up with bricks as a little homemade forge. You've seen it in my previous video, how to forge a lathe tool or whatever it's called. I don't remember. You just look at my channel or ask me and I'll look it up. Oh, you're killing me. But so I just heat it up with MAPP Torch and my little homebrew forge. This is all stuff you can do with stuff you have around the house. You don't need a cross peen hammer. Just need a piece of steel to bash on, and there's not much of that. It took 3 or 4 heats, and we're through. A piece of 3/4 inch 4140, because that would make a pretty significant, pretty stout boring bar there. So you just, there's the thing, it heats up real quick because you just have to heat up the tip. What is it, just the tip in only 4 minutes? I think I've heard that somewhere before. But yeah, it goes real fast, and there's a lot less effort than bashing and beating, and I didn't even make a specific broach for it. I just used a lathe bit that had a little bit of a taper on it, and there you go. Well, you'll see. And like I said, MAPP Torch, hammer, place to heat it, steel plate maybe. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, we're just about up to heat. Let me get her glowing again. Put my right hand glove on because this is a two-handed operation here. We get her up nice and warm. There you go. Getting orange. And I think that's a good place to give her a go. You got a nice, maybe closer to red. Now I take this with my right hand. I take the boring bar with my left. Now I'm sort of resting the bar on my belt here. And give it a little tap. You want to, you know, you want it to be 90 degrees. And did we make it through? No, we didn't make it through. You don't want to bang on it when it gets cold. Huh. And we lost it. I gotta go get a pair of pliers, and we'll meet you just about there. Get her up nice, orange, yellow, nice malleable temperature. I'm afraid I lost the second heat. Yeah, my memory card was full. That's alright, because this is more of the same. Alright? So this is the third heat. There we go. I think we're as far through there as we're getting, we got. So hold it between my legs here. Can you see that? Watch this time. I got a little pin punch here. This is not safe. Alright, let's whack it with the hammer a couple of times. There you go. I think it's coming out. It's coming out one way or another. Looks like the boring bar came out again. Well, like I said, I got my pin punch here. We'll just knock it out with that. Oh, don't touch it. Pretty sure it's not cold. There you go. Now I'll reaffix the my little lathe bit. Oh, where's the camera? I'll reaffix my little lathe bit to the boring bar. I mean, really, it's just a handle. I could just put it in that way. Yeah, see, that's why I don't do it with pliers. It's nice to have a handle for it. So reaffix that. I'll heat it up. I'll come in from this side, and I'll see you in a second. And we're getting up to heat. Let me get my glove on. I reassessed and decided I am going to give it a go with the pliers. Because we're coming in from the other side. Maybe I use a pin punch to knock it all the way through. It may not work, but it won't be because I didn't try. Alright, so we're in the orange now. That's really all you need. I'd like to make this the last go. Alright, there we are. So holding it between my legs. Got the pliers. Got the lathe tool. Let's get her at the right angle. Oh, I just got a twist on it. Got a twist on it. See if we can't remedy that with a little it's a problem with the high speed steel. You can't really wail on it because it's pretty brittle. Alright, looks like we'll be going for another heat. And I'll see you then. All right, getting up to temperature. Forgive me, I got to turn the camera on, put my glove on, and then get her back up to temperature. That's what the little delay. That's why I always kept the tail end of me heating here. So that was just about there, though. So, looks good. Switch to the right hand. Let me grab these pliers. Come here. Don't drop the lathe bit. These pliers are a little sticky, which kind of work in my favor. And this. And alright, we got her in there. Let's just try and knock it through. There you go. We're all the way through. I use the pin punch. Oh. Fell in the cracked end of the lathe tool. Hey, come here. Alright, well, we've got to get it out somehow or another anyway, so. You see it's, oh, where's the camera? You see that is all the way through there. So, Alright, she's moving. Let's get the pin punch. Probably a bigger pin punch might be effective, but this is what I got handy. Okay. And there we go. We're all the way through. I'm going to go ahead and drill the end. Maybe put it back in the holder and square the end up. And I'll see you over there. Alright, she's still pretty warm. I don't want to put it in the lathe just yet. Here's a little trick to see if it's too hot to touch. Yeah. A little spit if it sizzles. Alright, so we're cooling down. But I'll just run the file through a little bit. Oh, how's that working out? Come here. Give it a little turn. Find the right angle. Run it through each side. Oh, don't touch it because it's probably still nice and toasty. It shouldn't take too much filing. I don't know if you ever broached one of these before, but I have, using a vise and a file and a hammer, and I broke the lathe tool bit, and I spent a lot of time filing. Come here. Well, this 4140 is a pretty stout stuff, huh? What do you think? Is she's gonna go? She'll take a little persuasion, but all right, just take a little persuasion. I don't want to bust this bit up. But just a hair more filing. There you go. I don't know if you're like me, but here's the handle on my file. I find there's about a million other things in the world I would rather do than make nice pretty handles for my files. I don't have a great reason for that, but this works for me. It is quick. Look, I took a stick and I drilled a hole in it and I pounded the file in. So, alright, now to cool this off, if this is mild steel, I just quench it in a bucket of water because it doesn't matter if it warps a little bit. And if I was smart, while I had it hot and I had my makeshift anvil and my hammer set up, I would have just pounded over. Oh, it's still a little warm to the touch. Pounded over the corner and gave myself a little flat. But not thinking like a blacksmith, I'm thinking like a machinist. A piss poor machinist. But so, alright, where did that lathe bit go? Here's the one we used. I guess I don't mind pounding on this one a little bit. Well, let's put it through the other way. Here you go. How'd it go? Went like that. And give it a little tap in through. First few times I gotta put something through there, I have to tap it a little bit. It's nothing new though. Just give it a little persuasion. Oh, there you go. And she's all the way through. It's all stuff you probably have at home and in your garage. Ideally, if you don't, have a lathe or a mill, you just make a little flat with an angle grinder and you drill it and tap it. It's not even critical. You could just drill straight through. It doesn't matter if your set screw is on a little bit of an angle. But since I got a lathe, I'm gonna utilize it. Alright, I'm just gonna make a little flat here. I've got a 1/4 inch end mill, and we're just gonna make a little flat so I can get the drill in there. End mill's pretty beat up. It prefers coming in to the side. It does pushing straight back. Well, actually it prefers sitting on the sidelines is what it prefers. But that's what we got. We're just making a little flat here. Yeah, I want the set screw a little further up here. I'm excited. I'm happy about this. I wanted a boring bar with a 45-degree angle on it. I have one with a non-specific angle. I have this here. It's got a non-specific, meaning I didn't measure nothing. I just sort of tossed it in there. I think I put it in a vise and drilled it with my drill press. And then beat it and used a vise and filed and beat it. Oh man, it took hours for this. But I'm excited. I got the 45-degree angle now. I'm working on a collet chuck. I get it together sooner or later. Don't put your end mills in here. But these are soft jaws, so it's not like it's going anywhere. It's more concerning that it is not concentric than it is anything else. But alright, whoa, yeah. So let's drill it. Alright, we got a 7/32 bit in here. I've got 1/4 inch 28 set screws. And go ahead and drill it. Oh, take it so I can see. Oh, now we're upside down. There you go. Alright, and we're through. Now, like I said, this doesn't have to be fancy. You could come straight down. I feel like holding it at a 90-degree angle is slightly stronger, but you gotta make sure you got enough meat everywhere as well. Alright, and we're going to tap it. By the way, if you're wondering about the tool holder, it is a piece of fish plate that I drilled out and tapped. It's left over from making plates. It's the cutoff. Where does it go? Right. I think it sits like this, and it goes like that, or around the other way. I don't know. Goes like that, and you have this piece to cut them up. They're strong. They're affordable. And yeah, that's what that is. So I made a little holder. And I think the first where'd it go? First lathe pull holder I made was from a brewer's pipe. Oh, I can't locate that at this moment, but you get the idea. See you over at 10. Alright, I forgot I drilled a hole in the top too. 2 points of contact. I don't know, it seems a little sturdier. Got this 1/4 inch 28 tap. You know, I would just have 1/4 inch 20 for everything, except this little bag of set screws ended up being 1/4 inch 28. I didn't even realize it, but I got them for a song and a dance. So that bottle of rigid tapping fluid, I found this at the local hardware store. I think it was $3.99 for that jug, along with a bottle of coolant. It was $2.99. Each one was $2.99. I mix them together and stick them in my little to squirt it hot chips on the lathe. It's good tapping fluid. It stinks to high heaven, but it does the trick. Speaking of which, I believe it needs a couple more drops. Hate to come this far. Had the drill bit squeaking a little bit. I think this, anytime you work 4140 and it heats up, so it changes properties, ideally I would normalize it and anneal it if I was going to do more machining to it. But so long as I can get this tap on in here. Oh, gentle, gentle. Oh, I hear that squeaking, man. That's what the drill bit sounded like going in here too. See, it's hardened up. Oh. Gentle, come on, baby. I don't think it's supposed to squeak like that. I'm just gonna take our time with it. Give another little drop of lubrication. Come on, baby. Oh, no. Keep on a little bit and back it out. Most of the way through there. I may be rubbing on the edge because I'm slightly off center, because I'm a lackadaisical machinist. Obviously, anybody that knows what they're doing can clearly tell that I don't. But that just goes to show you anybody can do this. You got a torch, you got a hammer, you got a steel plate, you got a drill press, even a hand drill. The lathe is nice, but I could have done this on the drill press. I could have done it with a hand drill if I was determined. I guess why the hell would you make a boring bar if you don't have a lathe? But you can use this Hot Broach for any situation you have to broach. Something that is a small diameter. You know, if you got a big chunk of steel, you don't want to spend your time farting around with a torch there. I think we're rubbing. I think I got a funny angle down here, and we're rubbing on the edge. And man, I just don't like that sound. We're going to let the set screw be the arbiter of whether that's good enough. Yeah, maybe we'll we'll give her a little more. Woo! Playing with fire, playing with spinny high stuff. This is the most stressful operation right here. Alright, now that's... She's good as she needs to be. She's good as she's going to get. So, alright. And like I said, put one on the top. So this way, eventually I'd like to open it up. Sometimes I like to use 5/16 bits on my lathe. Actually prefer them, but I'd have a fistful of 1/4 inch because they're significantly less expensive. So I know this one's gonna rub when it goes through. So anyway, say we at least attempt to look like I'm going straight. Tap ain't straight. Change the angle of your workpiece. Come on, baby. Well, that's pretty much it. You don't want to hang out with me while I sit here and talk to myself and tap this. I will probably eventually end up heat treating this and cutting it off. Come on. I'm just too engrossed in this to turn the camera off. But I'm Jesse McCready. I'm with Animodule. Check out my modules at animodule.com. How we look? Can I see it? We good? Oh man, I don't like that noise. Jesse McCready, Animodule, animodule.com. Thanks for hanging out. You thought I was just going to leave you without showing how it's finished. Really, what kind of guy do you think I am? So I've got these 1/4 inch 28 set screws. You know what? I got this bag of 100 of them. I got them at Grainger. They were a closeout. Now they had them at my local Grainger, but they wouldn't let you buy them online. So I wrote down the numbers. But they said they were in stock, so I wrote down the numbers and I went there and I said, hey, do you have these? And they did. They had them in back. And I think I couldn't pay more than $5 for 100 of these. Now, I had to buy a 1/4 inch 28 tap, which is like $10 or something. Over at your local home improvement store. So did I save anything? Well, but, you know, they said you can't purchase these online unless you have them shipped to you. But shipping was like $10. So you negate any savings. But I wrote the number down. I went to the local Grainger store and they did. They had them in back. And I got them at the price. The guys were like, oh, I don't even know. Do we even have these things? I don't know. But they checked. They went back and got them. I've gotten a few great bargains like that. Like, I know I'll go through a lot of set screws because I am too cheap to buy lathe tools. Oh, I mean, I'm crafty and I make my own. It's, so 1/4 inch and was it 832 are pretty standard sizes for set screws, screws for tools and stuff. 1/4 inch 28 holds pretty well. Let's see here. Let's find a lathe bit I can pound through. We got here. Should have had this prepared before I turn the camera back on, huh? Pretend like I'm organized. Oh. Here's a good one. Which way does it go? It goes this way. Yes. Uh-oh. Come on. Looks like it's going to take a little persuasion. That's alright. We knew that, didn't we? Gentle. You shattered it. He's beating on him. So, but you can use a little piece of mild steel in between. Come on, baby. I thought that's why we hot broached it, so we didn't have to do this. No, no. Was my set screw in the way? Not that one. This one maybe. Oh, we're getting there. We'll just keep a little persuasion. We got this is not quite the right shape. We got here. This is a nice piece of mild steel here. Come on, baby. Get on. Break on through to the other side. So, hey, I'm going to use that. Crank her down. Give her a little tap. There you go. And there you have it. I got my, I put it through the wrong way. You get you get the idea, though. You got 2 points of contact. You got the one on the top, and you got the one over here. And here's a nice 3/4 inch boring bar. You cut that off. Cut this to whatever length I please. I'm going to try heat treating this, I believe. But that's a video for another day. You can actually check out the previous video I did on making a lathe tool with a hammer and a torch. You cut these, you can use this as a drill bit. That's actually used a little boring bar to drill out the tool bit holder. So there you have it. I'm Jesse McCready. I'm with Animodule. Check out my modules at animodule.com.